So you've been busy. You've
Quite.
had a lot of stuff going on lately. We'll start with Dancing with the Stars, because that's still kind of fresh on everybody's mind at the time. So, you've been a solo dancer for years. What kind of transition was there to make it to like partner dancing? Is there a huge difference there, or?
It's a huge difference. When you're dancing on your own, you kind of have that support of yourself. The ground is always there. I think with ballroom dancing, A, you're constantly on heels, and I do not dance in heels. It's not what I'm used to, A. And B, you're dancing with someone. So half of the power that's created when you spin or when you turn is created with your connection with the person you're with. So it's all like about a give, pull kind of deal. And it's like, almost like a rubber band, that stretch feeling, like, and go. You know what I mean? So you have to create that with someone without, messing it up. So you guys constantly have to be on the same page, and that's very difficult, creating that connection and also doing it so fast, because people were like trained ballroom dancers do it for years and years, and they're like partners forever, grow up together. So me and Val created that connection. I think it's also partly because we're just on that same wavelength, I guess you could say. We were always constantly thinking the same, so we clicked really easy.
Okay, now, so on the final episode, you talk about that chemistry you guys had. You had nothing but perfect scores on that final episode, the 2 final episodes, yet somehow you still managed to wind up in second place. So my question is, did the public get it wrong?
I don't really know how that happened, but, I will say that online voting did go off the last day, which, is very interesting, and all of my fans are young, and so some of them don't have phones, and some of them had to go online, and that just kind of took a big chunk out of our fan base. But like I said, it was never really about winning a dang mirror ball. You know what I mean? I went in there with an open mind. I went in there ready to learn about something that I didn't know before, and I came in there with a positive mindset to go in there and also inspire people to try things. To be active, to do things that they're uncomfortable with at first, and really find passions and open up doors for themselves. So,
7 times on the show you had the top score. I think personally the public got it wrong.
Well, thank you.
Now you kind of got your big start. Your show on Disney was called Shake It Up.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't renewed after the 3rd season. What happened there?
I think we all just grew up. That's it. A lot of people are like, oh my gosh, it got canceled. Guys, it wasn't like that. I think everyone, we got to that point where it was like, I think everyone had career things that they wanted to do. I had Dancing with the Stars lined up for me. Bella had a movie lined up, and, we were getting older. We were like the older Disney generation, right, I guess you could say. So I think everyone grew up, and everybody had something that they had to go to and had to start, and I think it was perfect. Everyone kind of went in and transitioned really nice into whatever they were doing.
You talk about growing up, moving on, doing other things. Aside from dancing and acting, you've actually written a book as well. Tell us about the book.
I have a tween advice book, and it's called Between You and Me. And I wrote the book because I wanted to do something that was like going to be helpful, and not just going to be one of those things you you pick it up, you read it once, and you can never read it again. I wanted it to be something that was helpful, informative, and also very real. It comes from like a big sister kind of point of view, and it's my personal experiences and things that I went through and I dealt with. And I always think it's hard when like a tween age advice book is written by an adult. It's been a while since an adult has probably been 12. So I think I can offer, just closer to home, easier advice. It's a little fresher on my mind.
Add on the fact that you're now a fashion designer as well. You have your own line of clothing.
Well, it's the Shake It Up line of clothing, so it's kind of like a spin-off of our characters on the show. So they, literally sometimes have like the exact outfits, like in miniature form for the kids. It's really adorable.
Okay. So you've got all of this on your resume, and now you add in the music side of it. It's all culminated to your brand new self-titled album, which went on sale about a little over a week ago or so. Tell us about the album, the process of it, and kind of the first single Replay.
Well, the album is called Zendaya, and I call it Zendaya, not just because it's like, oh, I was bored and I couldn't figure out an original name, but, people always call me by, like, something wrong. They always mess up my name. And it looks more complicated than it is, guys. It's really, really easy. It's just Zen, Day, And if you sound it out, I promise you can do it.
Right.
So I think, one thing, I just wanted people to start saying my name right. So I thought maybe if I put it as the title of my album, we could start spreading the word, and I won't have to deal with that anymore. So that's the name behind the title. But, when it comes to the album, I really wanted to do something that was going to be next level and kind of, really separate myself as an artist from the beginning and mature myself in an appropriate way to where, I'm never neglecting my younger fans, of course, because they're the ones that are with me from the beginning. And it's something that, the kids can listen to, but their parents can too. And it can be on pop, it can be on urban radio, it can go a lot of places. So I'm just very proud of it. And I think I put a lot of effort and time into, every little detail, even when it comes to, like, the videos, the font, the picture, all the weird stuff that people don't really think about is definitely, everything is there for a reason.
In the video, you choreographed the dance yourself, is what I've heard, or at least had a part.
I didn't. I actually found the choreographer.
Okay.
The story is, there's this guy, and his name is Ian Eastwood, and he's a very, very talented dancer, and I have been following his career for a long time. And, he's very popular in the dance world. So he's very, very popular in the dance world, and he has this extreme style of hip-hop dancing that's, like, unlike anything I'd seen before. And I was like, I want to put his style of dancing to the forefront, and I want it to get massive amounts of views. I want people to really recognize his style. And so I was like, I don't know where he is, and I don't know how to contact him. I know he lives somewhere in LA, but I would like him to do my video. And so, we found him, and he was totally down, and he's incredible, and I can't wait to do more videos in the future with him. So.
All right, well, that's enough for me. I want you guys to be able to ask her some questions. So if anybody has a question, raise your hand. We've got a microphone. We will bring it around to you. You guys can ask Zendaya anything that you want.
Not weird. You can ask me any questions.
Over here. All right, let's go over here. Wait for the microphone here.
Are you still good friends with Bella?
One person asked me this at every single one of these, and it's funny. Bella is like a little sister to me, and I am very, very protective over her. And she knows that I'm your big brother, more like than a sister, and I will. I'm that one. I'm that mean big sister that's gonna make sure that nobody gets around her. Like, none of her boyfriends like me, and that's just how it is. So.
All right, we've got another question right here.
Zendaya, how did you learn to dance?
How did I learn to dance? Well, when I was like 8 years old, I started in a hip-hop dance troupe. And that's just, that's how I started. I was really, really bad. Like, I had just rhythm. That's all I had was rhythm. Everything else was just like a foreign language to me, and I didn't quite understand. But I worked really, really hard, and I took a whole bunch of classes. And, next thing you know, I can dance, so it's all about working hard and not giving up, because there was no way that I was going to leave there without knowing how to dance. And so it took a lot of time. My mom recorded videos. I would go home and practice anything. Any other questions?
Over here.
It was like,
what does your shirt say?
Holy shit.
I thought it said something else for a minute.
Can we expect like a clothing line from you?
Well, I would love to, because, I love fashion, I love clothes and stuff like that. So one day for sure, I definitely want to come out with my own fashion line, and I would say I would make it like urban streetwear meets girly,
I love the way you dress.
Thank you. I like you. I like her. She's cool. I can tell.
All right, any other questions out there, guys? Don't be shy. In the back here.
Do you still keep in touch with your family?
Yeah. I'm only 17, so I can't even drive. Well, I could be able to drive, but I just haven't got around to it. So I literally can't go anywhere without my family, and plus that's illegal. So, my dad is right there. He's always with me. And, my mom is at home with my dog, and so my sister and brothers, they're all grown, but I see them all the time. My brother, he is also doubles up as my security guard, and my sister, I see her all the time on the weekends, and yeah. So, with my family a lot. Any other questions?
And over here.
Are you a senior in high school?
I'm not a senior, I'm a junior. Yeah, I'm in 11th grade. Any other questions? Yeah.
Do you write your own music?
I actually co-write with a lot of the producers and stuff we work with, and sometimes I'll find a song and I really like it, but maybe there's a few lyrics that just aren't for me, or there was even a song that was written for a guy that we had to change and write for a girl. So I definitely try to incorporate my own Zendaya-ness into the songs. So, but I always collaborate with people. Any other questions? Don't ask me why I say questions, because I like the way it sounds.
Zendaya, as a mom, I just want to say thank you for being such a good role model to these
Thank
girls.
you.
I think it's really important in this day and age that they have someone they can look up to who represents themselves so well. So thank you.
Thank you.
And
That's what I like to hear. High five.
Yay. I did want to also ask you, what are your plans for future education? Are you going to go to college?
Of course. Both my parents are actually teachers, so I do not have a choice. But, like I said, I want to get, all the greatness out of my music and acting career first, and then be very, very financially stable to a point where I can go to school anywhere I like and really be stable and ready to go. And I actually want to study to be a child psychologist because I love kids, and like my parents, they work with kids, and I kind of grown up in the classroom and being around that environment. So I don't know, it's kind of like one of my secret passions. Any other?
Anyone else out there? No?
We'll take some photos.
Going once? Going twice? Okay.
All right. Well, Zendaya, thank you for stopping by. We
Of course,
appreciate you
thank
coming
you.
in, and